It's time for a dose of hope and encouragement. Welcome to Keep the Faith. I'm Keith Stevens.
And I'm Donna Cruz. There's only one thing we know about what lies ahead, and it's that we don't know. And when it comes to facing the unknown, you have a choice: live with anxiety or embrace it as a great adventure. So as you listen to this hour of Keep the Faith, you'll hear songs and stories to help you look forward with hope and anticipation.
We all have things that we want to lock up in the good room. Talents that we're too shy to share, joy that we postpone, time with our loved ones that we delay. But the truth is that none of us know how long we have.
Singing, oh, Lord, keep me in the moment. Help me live with my eyes wide open. 'Cause I don't want to miss what you have for me. Singing, oh, Lord, show me what matters. And throw away what I'm chasing after. 'Cause I don't want to miss what you have for me.
When I turned 17 and started playing guitar and writing songs and thinking about moving to Nashville, I made it a matter of prayer, and so God spoke to me in that still small voice and basically said, if this is what you want, I can get you there. All you have to do is trust me.
Come on, get ready for the ride of your life. Gonna leave Las Vegas pretty legend in a cloud of dust behind.
I was in the moment, fully present, fully feeling, fully alive.
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger.
Sometimes we're so stale. Do something different today. In the quietness of that beautiful museum in Spain, I had joy. So much joy, I stayed 2 hours longer than I was supposed to.
I hope you dance. I hope you dance. So get up and dance. I hope you dance.
The unknown affects everything, even your marriage. Dr. Henry Cloud shares how to position your relationship for success moving forward. That's next on Keep the Faith.
Sometimes it's hard to breathe. All these thoughts are shouting me, try to bring me to my knees. And it's overwhelming, darkness echoes all around. Feels like everything is crashing down. Still I know where my hope is found. And it's only you and ooh. You say you're working everything for my good and ooh. I believe every word. 'Cause even in the madness, there's peace. Drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. And even in the madness, there's peace. Drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. Oh, to my heart, to your beat. Let me be your melody, even when I cannot see. But you're orchestrated, even when the dark surrounds. You'll never let me drown. I know that my hope is found in the name of Jesus. Ooh. You say you're working everything for my good and ooh. I believe every word. 'Cause even in the madness, there's peace. Drowning drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. And even in the madness, there's peace, drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. Oh, a symphony. A symphony.
As the unknown unfolds into reality, you'll find contagious encouragement on Keep the Faith to help you live with hope.
You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here. You're working in this place. I worship you. I worship you.
You are waymaker, miracle work, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle work, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are.
You are here, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, you're turning lives around. I worship you. Oh, I worship you.
Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. 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 Even when I can see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I can't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I can't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop, yeah. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. That is who you are. That is who you are. I know. You're the waymaker. That is who you are. Yes, it is. Oh, that is who you are.
You're listening to Keep the Faith.
Hi, I'm Keith Stevens. It's been a strange time to try to build relationships. Even your existing ones have a new set of strains and stresses. Well, Dr. Henry Cloud has written books like Boundaries and The Power of the Other, and he shares his insights on moving your relationships forward through the uncertainty.
you are really kind of starting over, in that you're having to learn to be married in a context that you never thought you would be in. You remember in Alice in Wonderland? She's going along the road and she comes to the fork in the road. She doesn't know which way to go. And the Cheshire Cat is looking at her and she goes, "Which way do I go?" And he says, "Where are you trying to get to?" She goes, "I don't know." And he says, "Well, then I guess it doesn't matter much, does it?" See, a lot of times we go, this is not any different at the principle level. An airplane doesn't change the way it orients with the laws of physics depending on which country it's in, what context you find yourself in. The laws of physics are what they are. The laws of human thriving are what they are. And so when somebody gets married, whether it's for this crisis or just in life or whatever, the first thing, and I would suggest it now, the first thing they've got to figure out is, where do we want to end up? We're just waiting it out? Is this just a pause? We're not living now? Or do we want to come out the other side closer as a couple, as a family? Do we want to come out the other side stronger as individuals? What are some family projects that we've been putting off because we've all been too busy? What's everybody got to do to make that happen? Get a plan, right? And you start to go work it.
Here I am, all my intentions, all my obsessions, I wanna lay them all down in your hands. Only your love is vital, though I'm not entitled, still you call me your child. God, you don't need me, but somehow you want me. Oh, how you love me. Somehow that frees me to take my hands off of my life and the way it should go. Oh, God, you don't need me, but somehow you want me. Oh, how you love me. Somehow that frees me to open my hands up and give you control. Yeah, I give you control. I've had plans shattered and broken, things I've hoped in fall through my hands. You have plans to redeem and restore me. You're behind and before me. Oh, help me believe. God, you don't need me, but somehow you want me. Oh, how you love me. Somehow that frees me to take my hands off of my life and the way it should go. Oh, God, you don't need me, but somehow you want me. Oh, how you love me. Somehow that frees me to open my hands up and give you control. Oh, you want me. Somehow you want me. The King of Heaven wants me. So this world has lost its grip on me. You want me. Somehow you want me. The King of Heaven wants me. So this world has lost its grip on me. God, you don't need me, but somehow you want me. Oh, how you love me. Somehow that frees me to take my hands off of my life and the way it should go. Oh, God, you don't need me, but somehow you want me. Oh, how you love me. Somehow that frees me to open my hands up and give you control. I give you control. Oh, give you control. Oh, I wanna give you control. I give you control. Somehow you want me. The King of Heaven wants me. So this world has lost its grip on me.
What I found out is typically we just want the transition to be as short as possible. Just get me from point A to point B so that I can get back into knowing what my life looks like and how it works. The process of transition actually prepares us for whatever is coming next.
If there's a road I should walk, help me find it. And if I need to be still, give me peace for the moment. Whatever your will, whatever your will. Can you help me find it? Can you help me find it?
You can listen to this hour of Keep the Faith over and over and share it with a friend as well. You'll find it on our KeepTheFaith.com YouTube channel.
How in the world could you be grateful for a strange new future without an arm? Bethany Hamilton will tell you how, next on Keep the Faith.
Anytime a heart turns from darkness to light, anytime temptation comes and someone stands to fight, anytime somebody lives to serve and not be served, I know God is on the move, hallelujah. God is on the move in many mighty ways. God is on the move, hallelujah. God is on the move today. Anytime in weakness someone falls upon their knees or dares to speak the truth that sets men free, anytime the choice is made to stand upon the word, I know God is on the move, hallelujah. God is on the move in many mighty ways. God is on the move, hallelujah. God is on the move today. I see a generation standing on the truth in each and every nation. God is on the move. Anytime the gospel stirs a searching soul, and someone says, "Send me, here I go," I know God is on the move, hallelujah. God is on the move in many mighty ways. God is on the move, hallelujah. God is on the move today. God is on the move, hallelujah. God is on the move in many mighty ways. God is on the move, hallelujah. God is on the move today. I see a generation standing on the truth in each and every nation. God is on the move.
If you need help to start your great adventure, you'll find some at KeepTheFaith.com.
Some people think you're distant, just some words on a page, that you're nothing more than fables handed down along the way. But I've seen you part the waters when no one else could pull me from the deep. That's who you are to me.
Some people think you just live in cathedrals made of stone, but I know you live inside my heart. I know that it's your home. And I've seen you in a sunset and in the eyes of a stranger on the street. That's who you are to me.
You're amazing, faithful, love's open door when I'm empty. You fill me with hunger for more of your mercy, your goodness. Lord, you're the air that I breathe. That's who you are to me. Who you are to me. Sometimes I have my doubts, I'm sure that everybody does. And I wonder when I stumble, am I still worthy of your love?
But I know that I get stronger when I'm talking to you down on my knees.
You're everything I need. You're amazing, faithful, love's open door when I'm empty. You fill me with hunger for more of your mercy, your goodness. Lord, you're the air that I breathe. That's who you are to me. Who you are to me. You're forever holy. You're the Lamb who is worthy. My forgiveness, my healer, the Messiah, my Redeemer. You're amazing, faithful, love's open door when I'm empty. You fill me with hunger for more of your mercy, your goodness. Lord, you're the air that I breathe. You're the air That's who you are. You are greater, higher, over it all. In your presence, Jesus, I stand in awe of your mercy, your goodness. Lord, you're the air that I breathe. That's who you are to me. Who you are. That's who you are. That's who you are. That's who you are to me. Who you are. That's who you are. That's who you are. That's who you are to me.
You're listening to Keep the Faith.
I'm Donna Cruz. When you face an uncertain future, all kinds of emotions can flood your mind and soul, but some of them can be good. Bethany Hamilton is a world-class surfer who lost her arm in a shark attack. You may remember her story from the movie Soul Surfer. Well, now she has a documentary and a course called Unstoppable.
I remember when I first lost my arm, my life felt upside down and messed up, and I was like, this is not what I had in mind, God. But the thing that really kept me moving forward was I was thankful to be alive. Like, I could have very well died that day, and I think moving forward with gratitude really kept me just trusting that, okay, God, you're in control. Like, I'm here, I'm breathing, you have more for me. And even though I have no clue what that looks like or what the future holds for me, I'm just gonna trust you. And I love the idea of like having a gratitude board. Like every day you write something you're grateful for and putting that up and letting that be something you see throughout the day. So when you don't feel like you can think of something, you can look back on what's some things that you're grateful for in your life.
If you'd like to hear more from Bethany and others who are living the great adventure, then we'd love for you to subscribe to Keep the Faith's podcast called CIA, Contagious Influencers of America. And as always, the encouragement is free wherever you get your podcasts.
I was blind, now I'm seeing in color. I was dead, now I'm living forever. I had failed, but you were my redeemer. I've been blessed beyond all measure. I was lost, now I'm found by the Father. I've been changed from a ruin to treasure. I've been given a hope and a future. I've been blessed beyond all measure. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing. Surely every season you are good to me. Oh, you are good to me. Oh, you are good to me. You were there in the valley of shadows. You were there in the depth of my sorrows. You're my strength, my hope for tomorrow. I've been blessed beyond all measure. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing. Surely every season you are good to me. Oh, you are good to me. Oh, you are good to me. Surely your goodness pursues me. Surely your heart is still for me. I will remember your mercies all my days, through every storm and gale. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing. Surely every season you are good to me. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing. Surely every season you are good to me. Oh, 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 you are good to me.
Without hope, there is no life. So every episode of life has the foundation of hope. If you are breathing, there is still the possibility to elevate your life by simply believing for the absolute best outcome. And whether that outcome turns out or not is not the point. In sports, you believe you're going to win until you lose, right? And so winning and losing becomes beside the point. It is playing as though you're going to win. I believe that hope does believe all things. I believe hope does endure all things.
I have this hope in the depth of my soul. In the flood or the fire, you're with me and you won't let go. In the flood or the fire, you are with me and you won't let go. In the flood or the fire, you are with me and you won't let go.
This is Keep the Faith.
Next on Keep the Faith, Andy Stanley shares how you're an adventure writer.
Every single decision we make becomes a part of the story of our life. So we are all writing the story that we tell about this time.
I've been thinking about time and where does it go? How can I stop my life from passing me by? I don't know. I've been thinking about family, now it's going so fast.
Will I wake up one morning just wishing that I could go back? I've been thinking about lately, maybe I can make a change and let it change me. So with all of my heart, this is my prayer. Singing, oh, Lord, keep me in the moment. Help me live with my eyes wide open. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. Singing, oh, Lord, show me what matters. And throw away what I'm chasing after. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. Keep me in the moment. Oh, keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. When I wake up in the morning, Lord, touch my heart. Don't let me stray, I just wanna stay where you are. All I got is one shot, one try, one go around in this beautiful life. Nothing is wasted when everything's placed in your hands. Singing, oh, Lord, keep me in the moment. Help me live with my eyes wide open. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. Singing, oh, Lord, show me what matters. And throw away what I'm chasing after. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. Keep me in the moment. Oh, keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. I've been thinking about heaven and the promise you hold. So it's all eyes on you until the day you call me home. Singing, oh, Lord, keep me in the moment. Help me live with my eyes wide open. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. I don't wanna miss, I don't wanna miss. Singing, oh, Lord, show me what matters. And throw away what I'm chasing after. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. Yeah. Keep me in the moment. Oh, keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. Keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment. Oh, keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me.
The unknown can be scary, so Keep the Faith is encouraging.
I try to fit you in the walls inside my mind. I try to keep you safely in between the lines. I try to put you in the box that I've designed. I try to pull you down so we are eye to eye. When did I forget that you've always been the king of the world? I try to take life back right out of the hands of the king of the world. How could I make you so small when you're the one who holds it all? When did I forget that you've always been the king of the world? Just a whisper of your voice contained the seas. So who am I to try to take the lead? Still I run ahead.
You're listening to Keep the Faith.
I'm Keith Stevens. Stories aren't nearly as interesting when you know what's coming. The surprise, the anticipation is what engrosses you. So, what if we thought of ourselves as authors of an adventure? Our friends Kevin and Taylor had the chance to visit with Andy Stanley, who is a pastor and best-selling author.
We all know this. Sometimes we just need a reminder that every single decision we make becomes a part of the story of our life. And every event, no matter how good or bad, is eventually reduced to simply a story that we tell. You know, if somebody walks up and says, "Hey, Taylor, tell me about high school." Well, high school was reduced to about 2 sentences now, right?
Yes, so true.
Yep. High mountain peaks and the valleys, when it's in the rearview mirror, these are stories we tell. So we are all writing the story that we tell about this time. And as Christians, we're writing that story every response, every conversation, every prayer. So I challenged our churches. I said, hey, let's make sure that when COVID-19 is just a story we tell, let's make sure it's a story worth telling. And so, you know, that's going to look different for every single person with every single different seasons of life, different responsibilities. Sandra and I, our hearts go out to the homeschool parents who never wanted to homeschool. You know, we have about, 500 and something staff members. And so when we're having all these Zoom calls, and I say to the parents, I say, look, if you're homeschooling, let me just say 3 things. If it's hard, you're doing it right. If you feel like it's not working, you're doing it right. And if you're done by about 10:30 a.m., you're doing it right. So,
if I told you my story, you would hear hope that wouldn't let go. And if I told you my story, you would hear love that never gave up. And if I told you my story, you would hear life, but it wasn't mine. If I should speak, then let it be of the grace that is greater than all my sin, of when justice was served and where mercy wins, of the kindness of Jesus that draws me in. Oh, to tell you my story is to tell of Him. If I told you my story, you would hear victory over the enemy. And if I told you my story, you would hear freedom that was won for me. And if I told you my story, you would hear life overcome the grave. If I should speak, then let it be of the grace that is greater than all my sin, of when justice was served and where mercy wins, of the kindness of Jesus that draws me in. Oh, to tell you my story is to tell of Him. Oh, to tell you my story is to tell of Him. This is my story. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long.
But I know that if I am to be a great leader, I have to be a great follower. And that means to follow what God tells me to do, whether I want to or not, so that I can have the life that I really want to have.
Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. When you move, I'll move. I will follow you. Who you love, I'll love. How you serve, I'll serve. This life I lose, I will follow you.
This is Keep the Faith.
I'm Paul Fredericks with some contagious encouragement here on Keep the Faith. Corey Tenboom said, when a train goes through a tunnel and gets dark, you don't throw away the ticket and jump off. You sit still and trust the engineer.
Well, I thought that I had seen most everything. And if jaded was a people, I'd be the king. So cold to what a brand new day could bring. So icy cold to all the wonder that should be moving me. Oh, but thinking you on the move. I'm jumping out my skin just trying to catch a view. You got me on the edge. Got me on the edge of my seat. You got me on the edge. You got me on the edge. You got me on the edge. I am on the edge of my seat. You got me on the edge. You got me on the edge. Lost all my worries, feels like Christmas came early. Yeah, I could stay here day and night and never feel no hurry. Needless to mention, Lord, you got my attention. My eyes are wild with wonder, feeling for the soul ascension. There's no one else is ever gonna do for me, ever gonna do for me what you do for me. Yeah, ain't no one ever gonna steal the mystery you put right in front of me, right in front of me. You got me on the edge, got me on the edge of my seat. You got me on the edge, you got me on the edge. You got me on the edge, I am on the edge of my seat. You got me on the edge, you got me on the edge. You got me on the edge, I am on the edge of my seat. And I can feel the wonder rushing over me. You are opening my eyes, you're opening my eyes, Lord, to brand new possibilities. You are opening my eyes, you're opening my eyes, Lord, to brand new possibilities. You are opening my eyes, you're opening my eyes, Lord, to brand new possibilities. Behold, I am doing a new thing in the land. It's springing forth. Do you perceive it? You got me on the edge. I am on the edge of my seat. I can feel it rushing over me. I can feel it rushing over me. You got me on the edge. I am on the edge of my seat. I can feel it rushing over me. I can feel it rushing over me. You got me on the edge. I am on the edge of my seat. I can feel it rushing over me. I can feel it rushing over me. Opening my eyes, Lord. Opening my eyes, Lord.
You're listening to Keep the Faith.
How many times have you heard me cry out, God, please take this?
Hi, it's Trish Blackwell, Keep the Faith's confidence coach. The future is always uncertain, but it can be a great ride. We'd love to hear the story of the great adventure that God has taken you on. Just call 800-726-4150. That's 800-726-4150.
My story started last year when I had to have some major surgery, and what should have been 6 weeks out of work turned out to be 3 months. And when I got back to my job, things in the office had really changed, and it just didn't look like the place I could stay anymore. And this is a job I had been at for 20 years and expected to retire from that job. And every day that I'd go to work, one particular person was really looking to get rid of me because he felt I had health problems, and it was a very scary time for me. And God kept telling me, just walk in faith with me. It's time to go. And I was scared. And I got a letter in the mailbox telling me there was a job opportunity in Atlanta. And I answered the letter. And God walked me through. And he kept saying, it's okay, I've got you. I was given a position at a new location, and my salary increased, my opportunities increased, and God faithfully put me in a new position that's better than where I came from, and just blessed me in every way he could. And I am so grateful for walking in faith with him and taking that leap of faith.
When you think about what lies ahead, maybe you're gripped with fear. I'd love to help you with that. I've teamed up with Keep the Faith to provide my Fear Detox Masterclass from my College of Confidence for free, just for members of the Keep the Faith family. Just visit KeepTheFaith.com.
I've been running through rain that I thought would never end, trying to make it on faith in a struggle against the wind. I've seen the dark and the broken places, oh, but I know in my soul, no matter how bad it gets, I'll be alright. There's hope in front of me, there's a light, I still see it. There's a hand still holding me, even when I don't believe it. I might be down, but I'm not there. There's better days still up ahead, even after all I see. There's hope in front of me, yeah. There's a place at the end of the storm you finally find, where the hurt and the tears and the pain all fall behind. You open up your eyes and up ahead there's a big sun shining. Right then and there you realize you'll be alright. There's hope in front of me, there's a light, I still see it. There's a hand still holding me, even when I don't believe it. I might be down, but I'm not there. There's better days still up ahead, even after all I see. There's hope in front of me, yeah, yeah. There's a hole still burning, I can feel it rising through the night, and the world's still turning. I can feel your love, you're by my side. Oh, you're my hope. You're the light, I still see it. Your hands are holding me, even when I don't believe it. I've got to believe, I've got to believe. I still